I mean, here, let's just say that happened, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So his job, especially after hours, is to monitor what's going on around town. You know, just like any taxpayer, their tax money pays for officers to be out here to work and to make sure everything is, their businesses and everything are secure.
I get it.
Just like yours.
I get it.
If you go by and you saw somebody standing there looking in the window of one of your business, you probably say, hey. You might want them checked out just to make sure that everything is legit.
I wouldn't personally, because I don't have the presumption of guilt when I see people.
Okay, let me ask you this. Would you want the officers, if he was patrolling by one of your businesses and he saw somebody standing there looking when he wanted, would you want him at least check them out just to make sure everything is good? If everything's good, then go about your merry way.
No, and see, that's why I'm here today, because of that thinking like that. You can't just assume.
Because you don't think like, I'm not assuming that, you don't think like
yes,
the officer
you
thinks.
are. I don't.
Let me say this. We're not going to sit here and argue back and forth.
No, I'm not arguing.
I understand what you're saying. I get it. I'm a business owner. I'm a part of the business community, and I was telling him that. I thank you for looking after these businesses. We don't want any break-ins, and I get that. But you can't stop everybody that takes a look in the window. You just can't do that. And what are you basing it? And what are you basing it on? What about? So is it just looking in the window that seems suspicious? Because if that's the case, you guys are going to be up to here in paperwork and people just looking.
And I agree to that.
So that's not. Come on, think about that. I understand. I understand
right,
what
he didn't do it because it's you. You see what I'm saying?
You have to add context. You can't just say, well, I see someone looking in the window. It's a business. It's my job. I have to get to the bottom of that. You can't. Come on. You're not a robot. You're not a machine.
Right.
You have to be able to add some reason, some logic, some context to the situation.
Right.
Because why would I park my car 20 feet from the police station and I plan on burglarizing, and I made sure that I wore the exact same outfit I had on that night. I didn't even wash this since Thanksgiving. Because I wanted to wear my burglar uniform in here.
Nobody's calling you a burglar.
No, I'm saying, so this is where I have an issue with the cop. It's not the fact that he's doing his job of protecting. We welcome that. Who wants less protection? No one wants less protection. What I'm saying to you is when you cross the line into the presumption of guilt, when I'm standing on the presumption of innocence, I'm innocent until proven guilty. He's coming to me like, you're guilty, so now prove to me that you're innocent.
What did the officer do that you didn't like? Ask you a question?
After you saw the video, Chief, were you okay with how he handled it?
Answer my question first.
What's your question?
I said, what did the officer do that you didn't like? Other than ask you a question.
See, I'm not here because of what I didn't like and did not like.
I need you to answer that question.
I will answer your question.
Okay.
I'm here because if my civil rights were violated.
Your civil rights were not violated.
Okay, well, lawyers can determine that. You enforce the law and they have enough. Right.
Okay.
Okay. So, my issue with the officer is when he crossed the line with the presumption of guilt. What are you doing over there?
That was just a question. Nobody said anything about you being guilty.
This is the thing.
Of anything. He asked you what you were doing.
Right. Do I have a right to not answer that?
You should. I mean, why would you not answer it? Why would you not?
What is it his business what I'm doing if I'm not breaking the law?
Well, if you're not breaking the law, why don't you just say, I was up here looking in the window, sir. That's all I was doing.
So I have to prove to him that I'm innocent.
No, all you have to do is answer his question.
I have to prove to him that I'm not guilty.
He's doing his job.
All he did was ask you, ma'am, what are you doing? You know, what business do you have here? All you had to say was, I was just out walking and I was looking in the window.
And this is what I'm here. This is what I'm telling you. I don't have to say any of that because I'm not under arrest. I'm not being detained, and I'm not.
Do you know what you've been doing? You've been YouTubing too much.
There's too many videos out there. People don't think they have
You've been watching YouTube.
Questions.
All you had to do, and that's
I'm not under arrest. I'm not being detained.
So why
and I
didn't you
haven't
just
done
answer the
anything
question?
unlawful because of those three things.
Well, all you had to do was say, sir, all I'm doing was I was walking. It was a nice breeze out, you know, nice air. I was just out walking.
Did you see the video when I actually told him that? Because then I said, you know, I told him exactly what I was doing.
But you said you were being harassed.
Yes, I was. Because I should be able to freely walk down these sidewalks and look at whatever and have anyone.
You couldn't. All you had to do was answer his question and y'all get on your way.
Listen, I don't have to answer the questions if I'm not being detained or arrested or doing anything unlawful.
Okay, so you're YouTubing is what you're doing.
See,
So listen.
That's the problem. Listen.
No, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that.
A lot of law enforcement.
Not here for what?
I'm not here to hear about the law. You guys' problem. I got my own problems. I don't want it. I'm not here for the preaching. So
the problem between the citizens and the police. It ain't just our problem. It ain't just y'all problem.
Right. Okay. Well, you can choose another meeting. Maybe you can address that at the city hall meeting, at the city council meeting. I'm not here for that. So when I tell him what I'm doing, what I was doing, he said, "Well, that's loitering. You saw the tape." I said, "This is loitering because I'm walking here. So that's a crime." I said, I'm not loitering. What are you talking about? And then the other officers say, "So now you're lying." So from a 5-minute walk around town, I've been suspected of possibly doing something illegally. I've been accused of loitering, and I've been called a liar. I'm lying to them now. This is all unraveling in minutes. So it's an issue because how can something as innocent as me walking around and saying, he's saying to me, "Well, hey, what are you doing over there?" What do you mean, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I'm walking.
Instead of being confrontational, all you had to do was say, "I was just out for a walk. That's all I was doing. I was walking by the business. I looked in the business, and now, you know, I'm done with my walk. I'm getting in my car, and I was leaving." That would have been the end of the whole encounter if you had just said that instead of trying to confront the officer.
I'm not trying to confront.
Well,
From
what I saw, you were.
Okay.
From what I saw, you were being totally argumentative to the officer. You were not complying. You just wouldn't answer his question.
Yes, because I don't have to.
Well, why the hell not, though? Why not? I mean,
why? Because I'm not breaking the law. I don't want to be harassed. I don't want to ask.
All you had to do was say what I just said. Why, you know, why sit there and carry on an argument with the officer when all you had to do was answer his question, and then it would have been over. It would have been done with.
I did answer.
You didn't do anything wrong. Nobody
Okay.
said you did anything wrong.
Okay.
Nobody said
So
you
why
did
was I
anything
threatened
wrong.
with detainment then?
Because you're sitting there arguing back and forth, not answering questions. I mean, all you have to do is answer questions.
Why am I answering? Why am I being interrogated?
Why would you not want to answer the question?
Why am I being interrogated for a
Nobody is interrogating you. They were just asking you one simple question. What are you doing? And all you had to do was just tell the man.
And if I had said nothing.
That's all you had to do was just say,
what are you doing? And I say nothing. Nothing is not good enough. You have to prove to me that you're not up to something. And I'm saying to you guys, I'm not doing that. No one should have to prove that they're not up to anything. You're asking someone to prove that they're not up to any good. Why is there a presumption that someone's not up to any good?
Your voice, man. We're just here talking. We're trying to get to the bottom of this.
This is why you were questioned so much on the road, because you're sitting out wanting to argue.
You were confrontational.
And I tell you right now, we're not going to sit here and argue anymore, okay?
Give me the paperwork to fill out, please, and I'd like a copy of the tape.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, this you can take the complaint form, but it's not going anywhere.
Who said it's going anywhere?
I'm just going to tell you.
But I have to do my job as a citizen.
Okay. I want you to understand this, though. If the officer had done anything wrong, I would definitely take care of it. I promise you that. But I have reviewed the body cam footage. I've listened to what you had to say. And
what about the loitering?
What about the loitering?
No, he brought that up.
Were you charged with it?
No, he brought that up. He told me I was loitering.
I don't know about loitering.
Did you hear him say that?
No, I didn't, but I'll go back and review it again. But only thing I'm saying is I've reviewed the tape. I talked to the officer. I talked to you. And I mean, the only thing I can see is what I said. I mean, all you had to do was answer the man's simple question. What are you doing, ma'am? You know, what is your business here? instead of.
What is my business here?
Yeah, all you had to do is
White
just
folks
ask.
always gotta have a business here. You gotta have some. What you have to have a reason to be
Listen
standing.
to what you're
where
doing.
Listen
Listen to what
at
you're
you.
doing.
Listen at you.
No, listen to you.
Yeah, I'm listening at you.
Okay, this is over. You can
Let me get the report, please, and I'd like a copy of the tape. How can I get a copy of the tape?
You provide us a
What? Like you?
jump drive or something, and
Yeah.
we'll get you a copy of it.
Okay, you can't email it.
No, we can't do that. You just come by here and drop us off a drive, and then we'll have it. We'll have it.
Okay, I would also like a copy of the tape from the incident on let's see, I think it was September the 26th.
No, ma'am, not doing that.
Oh, you don't have that?
That don't have anything to do with it. That's
No,
been,
we're not doing
that's
that.
been 2 months ago.
No, that was last year.
Last year.
Yeah, that was last year.
Okay.
Yeah, so you still have it. You still have a record of it.
I mean, there may be a report, but there's no,
The
there's no
footage.
tape.
The body cam.
I don't know about any body cam.
Okay, so I'll just probably go through the legal proceedings to get it. It's okay.
Whatever
Yeah.
legal proceedings.
Yeah, because it's it's public record. Okay. Can you tell me the supervising officer's name from that night the night of Thanksgiving?
Corporal Jason Norris.
Yeah. You said Norris?
Mm-hmm.
And the other officer?
His name is Officer Nappy, Nappi.
Okay, so when you say that I could fill this out, but it's not going anywhere, what do you mean when you say that?
Well, I mean, I've already.
Meaning I'm going to
reviewed
give it to you and it's going in garbage or
No,
what?
I'm not. I mean, it's already been looked into. I mean, I've already.
But what are you going to do with this report?
What do you want? What do you want me to do?
No, I don't know. You
No,
tell me
well,
the procedures. I don't know.
Well, let me. What do you
I've
want
never
to happen?
feel-
What do
I've
you want
never-
to happen? You want me to fire the officer for doing his job? Is that what you want?
No.
Well, what do you want then? What good is you filing this complaint? What is going to come of it?
No, what I'm asking, what is
What is
the
going to come of you filing this complaint?
What happens
What
to
is
this?
going to come from you filing this complaint?
If we tell officers not to do
That's
their
you-
job, because
No, that's not what guys, come on. Let's not be so, come on.
Well, then
Let's
what-
not be so rigid.
I
That's
don't
not what
know.
I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not asking an officer not to do their job. What's gonna happen around here if you guys don't do your job? Come on.
Exactly right.
I agree with that.
So
I agree
what-
with that. We
what is it
need you
want?
guys. I'm not saying,
Okay.
What is it you want
If
then?
you don't
What do you
want
want?
fired, you
What do you
want
want
to
to
tell
happen?
them
no, listen, that's not my place to say what happens to this officer. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to take an officer down.
Okay. Well,
I don't
tell us
even
what-
know this guy.
Okay, so you want to file a complaint, so what is it you're wanting to gain from filing a complaint? That's all I need.
What's the
to know.
outcome you expect?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't wish to I don't have any expectations here. I want to know what is the procedure for when someone comes in and fill this out. They fill it out, they give it to you, and then what? Does this go to anyone else? What is the procedure? I
I will
don't know.
turn it over to an investigator to look into it, to review what I've already reviewed.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm not questioning any of that. I don't know what the procedure is, or for anyone. If someone asks me, hey, what happens when you go fill out? I don't know, and I'm actually doing it now. So when someone, a citizen, anyone gives you this complaint, what is the procedure? What is the process? Do you have a meeting? Do you talk to the mayor? Do you then gather? What happens?
I would have someone who has been to what they call internal affairs school, who deals with affairs that happen internally within the department, and let them review the evidence.
So there's an arbitrator. Is that what
No,
is?
it's just a person who works for this department that would look into what actually took place. And we've already reviewed all the footage.
And if the officer is unbecoming, then it'll be handled appropriately.
Yeah, listen, you guys are talking about the outcomes of the officer. Take that off the table.
But this is involving, right?
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about an outcome. What is the procedure?
That is the procedure, dude.
So I fill this out.
You fill it out.
I turn it over to the chief of police.
Right.
And then the chief of police does what? You get
turns it over to someone to look into.
Internal affairs.
Yeah.
They look at it. Then you guys reconvene. What's after that?
Yeah.
Then
why are you wanting to know all this? I mean,
We're spinning our tires going nowhere.
No, I want to know what the procedure is. I'm just trying to educate myself.
Okay, that's all you need
So
to know.
you don't want me to go to YouTube and find this out. So I'm here in front of you asking you what the procedure
If the
is.
officer is unbecoming of his job, then it will be handled appropriately. If not, then he's not gonna be disciplined.
That's fine. If he's not disciplined, that's fine. I'm not here to have him
No, what I'm
disciplined.
saying is, but if an officer is wrong in their job, he and I are not gonna support him and back him in anything if they do wrong.
I
mean,
get
I
if
can
he's
tell you
done
that
wrong, I
firsthand.
promise you, he's gonna be disciplined.
Yeah, I'm not
Or
here.
terminated or whatever. I mean, if something is done below board or not above board like it's supposed to be done, then, we're dealing with it. I'm not gonna have any,
And if he needs to be counseled, if once that's filed, and if he needs to be counseled, if it just comes to a counseling session, that's what will happen. If they're wrong in violation of the law or somebody's civil rights or what the case may be.
we don't sweep stuff under the rug is what I'm trying to tell you. If it's something that's a legitimate complaint, then, we will address it. I promise you.
Right. Okay. All righty. Well, thank you guys
Yes,
for
ma'am.
your time, and I'll bring the jump drive back up. And but I think that with a new officer, or with any officer, like we don't know you guys. Couch, I know you because you've been here for 20 years. I used to see you around when I was in high school and all that. I see these officers at Circle K. They don't say hello. They don't say this. They don't say that. We don't know them. So this isn't how I want to get to know Officer Nappy as a rookie. I don't want to have it where we're just, the only time we have conversations is when something like this happens. You should, Metros is not.
If that's the case, then, maybe you should have handled it a little bit different. Maybe you should have said, well, hey, my name's Mika Lowe. I'm a business owner here in the town. I live here, been here a long time. I'm just out for a walk, just walking. I was looking in these businesses. I mean, nobody's accusing you of anything. Had you handled it like that, there would have been no other, encounter. There would have been no, arguing back and forth or anything like that. I mean, he would have said, okay, fine, I'm just checking, just making sure everything's good.
And then,
we're on our way. We got other things we need to do.
And then next week, if you're walking down and you look in the windows again and he approaches again, then we got a problem. You see what I'm saying? If you and him I guess more or less introduced yourself, and since he didn't know who you are, you don't know who he is, other than he's in a uniform, he's an officer, works for this city. And then he was just trying to, find out what was going on, and you told him, oh, okay, man, I'm sorry, have a good night, happy Thanksgiving, whatever would have been said. And then you walking down Main Street again, and then this same officer approaches you, what are you doing out here again? Then then there's a problem that he knows who you are, and he knows that you're just out strolling the sidewalk, window shopping, whatever you want to call it, and then then it can become a problem that this officer knows you now, knows that you ain't out here up to no good. But you can't believe the people that officers come encounter with. Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm saying you're walking, and then the officer gonna go, oh, he's gone, and then they break in something or steal something. It happens all the time. It's called a lookout. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying it does happen a lot. So that's why he made contact with you, just to make sure everything was legit. But it all started off on the wrong foot.
It all could have been avoided by a simple, like I said.
Not saying that you did anything wrong.
Already,
but just
a simple answer of the officer's question, and y'all could have both been on your way doing other things. I mean, and that would have been nothing. You wouldn't have to be sitting here now, and, you know.
Could just say if it wasn't you. Just say he rolled by and didn't make contact with you whatsoever, and then it hadn't have been you, and once they were gone, there would have been somebody that had broke into the business, they seen something that they want. And then here we are, we got a commercial burglary. You know, these people are out money. Be the same if it was your business. And then, I remember it wasn't too long ago, Woodbury had one of those happen. The officer rolled right past the guy. Next thing you know, they had, I can't remember, it was some severe crime. And because the officer didn't make contact with the guy.
Alrighty. Well, I think it's a big deal when an officer does make contact with you. I mean, you guys are officers, so I don't know if you've ever experienced that feeling before.
Yeah.
But it's a big deal. And then when you find out it's about looking in a window, man, okay. So I'll bring the jump drive back. When you say jump drive, is that the thing that you just stick into the
USB?
The USB, okay. All right. Okie dokie. Thank you very much,
Yes,
fellas.
ma'am.
All right, man.
Thank you.